let me take the opportunity to introduce myself and give you a little bit about my background. I've got over 35 years of experience in the IT field, but it's been primarily desktop support. And I'm sure, as you're aware, in desktop support, they want you to be a jack of all trades, want you to be an expert in everything. You have to know all of the equipment that's sitting on the desktop, you have to know all the software that's running on the desktop, and you have to know all of the infrastructure that ties it all together. But because it's desktop support, they don't want to pay you for that. What was really holding me back from advancing on my own was I was concentrating on the desktop support side of the IT realm. And of course, that's all about Microsoft certifications. And the company that I was working with at the time wanted me to get a degree, a 4-year degree, maybe even a master's degree on top of that. So I was working on my bachelor's degree in IT, in information systems, and working on my Microsoft certifications, and wasn't really seeing any return on investment. I mean, yeah, I was picking up some certifications and I was working toward my degree, but it wasn't opening up any new opportunities, and it certainly wasn't resulting in any higher income. A little over 2 years ago, decided that I needed to make a move and get out of desktop support and move into the networking side. I was cruising around on the internet looking for jobs, looking for opportunities, and came across WAN Professional. Was intrigued, again, really intrigued about how the program worked, and it seemed to be, the ideal situation, the ideal training program for someone who was in my situation, who wanted to make that step into LAN/WAN. When I first got out of the first 10-day camp that I attended with WAN Professional, I went through their placement with WAN's Professional, their placement program, and got my first job in the LAN/WAN side of things, which is kind of a unique position. I'm working as a contractor for Wells Fargo as what they call a service manager. And what the service managers do is they manage change in the infrastructure at Wells Fargo. So you have to have a broad-based knowledge of LAN/WAN technologies, because the project I'm working on is converting Wells Fargo call centers from standard type PBX telephones to voice over IP telephones. So what I'm specifically doing is coordinating those projects. So I'm working with the network engineers who are installing the new infrastructure on the networking side. I'm working with the voice engineers who are configuring the new voice infrastructure, the call routing, the voice recording, the what they call interactive voice response, which is, the automated phone trees that you call into. That's pretty sophisticated technology, because based on your responses, it routes you to the appropriate agent with the appropriate skill set. So that's where I am right now. I'm compensated probably about in the mid-80s, and am looking, because that's a contract position, I'm now looking to go into the next step, and hopefully take that experience, get some additional training through WAN Professional, again, take advantage of their placement program, and move on to the next level, hopefully in the 100K plus. When I got that first job coming out of the first 10-day camp, of course I never imagined that I would be able to get to that income level. And the kind of lifestyle changes that affected have just been remarkable. Let me tell you a little bit about what brought me back to WAN Professional to do it again. It worked so well for me the first time. My wife and I established a goal that we can put ourselves in a position where Jim can retrain and move into a different career, because he's so miserable where he is. We'll give ourselves 90 to 120 days. Okay, we can afford to live on our resources and on one salary for that period of time. So and I would not recommend this, but what I did was I quit that position where I was so miserable. I got retrained, plugged into LAN WAN Professional's program of training, and it was actually 87 days. We had planned out 90 days to 90 to 120 days that we could do this, that I could be unemployed. And 87 days from the day that I resigned my old position to the time I started the new position was 87 days. And so again, I can tell you that's why I came back, because the program works. And so I'm back. I'm training to get to the next level. I'm getting some refresher on their placement program, how that interviewing, reviewing of job postings, preparing yourself for the interview. I'm at that place now where I'm looking for a new position coming out of this contract, and so it worked so well for me before. That's why I'm back to do it again. At this camp, what I've been working on is getting to the next level with my knowledge base, with my skill set, with my certifications. And what that's allowed me to do, again, obviously, is to move up in compensation level. So been focusing very intensely on getting to the next level of certification, getting that hands-on experience that LAN WAN's the only place I know of where you can get that kind of hands-on training and experience. And been trying to avail myself of that as much as I can, so that I'm prepared to, I'm excited to get, before the whole idea of looking for a job and interviewing was just, that's a nightmare normally, but I'm really excited about it this time, getting back into that process and finding the next great position for me. If I could sum it all up in one word, it would be success, because I have been able to achieve that success that I was never able to achieve before. I spinning my wheels, going to school, getting other industry certifications, working toward a degree, and not really making any progress. I just seem to be on a treadmill, not really making any headway at all. But now, having plugged into the LAN WAN program and their model, and getting their training, working with their staff of placement professionals, career counselors, I've been able to achieve that success that I never was able to achieve before. And so yeah, if I could sum it all up in one word, that would be it: success.